Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're checking off another one from this never-ending request list. Courtesy of my sister, of course, and diving into Sleepover. Now I did watch this when it came out and yeah, I enjoyed it because, you know, pretty girls. Comment from Spy Kids, say less! And honestly, this one's a 2 for 1. It scratches that early 2000s nostalgia itch, and it helps me figure out if this movie was actually good, or if we were just little gremlins with no taste. So as always, I'll be sharing my thoughts as the movie progresses. So kick back, relax, grab some pizza rolls, subscribe, and let's do this. It's the end of middle school? Why did these girls look so much older from memory? What the frick? Our main duo here are Julie and Hannah, and Julie is having a sleepover tonight. Shocker, right?
Less chances for your picture of me to come. I've got tubes in nasty places.
I want to give him beans for saying all the wrong things, but he's doing way more than I ever did. This is the last summer our girls get to spend together, so they need to make it count. Because Hannah is moving. Somewhere. I don't know. Honestly, I don't give her wrong.
Pause.
We are having a ladybug party. We've got ladybug cups, ladybug plates.
Imagine having a themed party at 14 years old. How childish. Mom thankfully isn't going to be there tonight, but she does lay down the rules. No leaving the house, no boys, no damaging important stuff, and no summoning spirits with the Ouija board. I made one of those up.
What do you think they do for fun?
My mother doesn't do fun.
You know, from what I understand now, those types are usually retired bodies. Just saying. Montage time, montage time, montage time, montage time. I couldn't come up with any other ways to do it. Meanwhile, Stacy here, she's the mean girl of this movie, is attending some party thingamajig, but her high school boyfriend, who knows how to drive, is just after one thing. I can't believe a teenage boy is only thinking about one thing. So after she braces him and he braces her, she comes up with a new plan to entertain her friends tonight. By making a list. And checking it twice. What the heck? My boy is about to carry this whole movie.
Hello.
It's a Coke.
Ha-ta-ta-ta-ta.
What the frick? Anyways, Stacy shows up at Julie's and gives them a scavenger hunt list. And they use Polaroids to document the tasks cause, you know, social media and phones didn't exist yet. Everything is so convenient now. Damn.
We sketched in something extra special for Jules.
Oh no! She has to talk to sexy guy?
Borrow a pair of Steve Phillips boxer shorts?
Oh no! That's much worse. Whew. Here's the full list if you're interested. To make this a lot more interesting, they make a wager. Winners eat at the cool lunch spot and losers eat at the dumpsters for all of high school. Cause nothing in life gives more gratification than being cool in high school.
What do you want more than anything in this world? Steve?
To be young and dumb. So they start cracking on the list with this completely safe looking website. Police approved if you didn't notice.
Hobbies? Dancing. Sewing.
Eating cheese.
Honestly, I love all those answers. Imagine just sitting and eating cheese.
Cherry whizzes!
Wait, they got a hit already? Men are thirsty. But I love how this website doesn't have a profile picture. Just descriptions and the idea of complete safety. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Hey little girl, I'd like to take you home.
And well, Stacy only showed up to start them on the challenge. She's actually going against them, cause she's mean, if you didn't notice.
I blame you.
The heck? So Julie gets dressed up and they head on out. Meanwhile, these guys from earlier show up. I was waiting on a real name, but Julie keeps calling him SpongeBob, so we're just gonna stick with that.
All right, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead?
The Bikini Bottom gang just missed them, but they did discover the list. And they decide to join in too. I think. Mean Team already finished the mannequin challenge, but they locked the doors. Is the challenge over before it's even started? Nah, they just dressed the male section instead, which is a good call actually. So first one checked off. On to the second task, which is arguably the hardest one. And yes, I know she has to steal that guy's boxers, but imagine trying to get into a club at 14. And surprise, surprise, Mean Team is already getting in. I don't know how they did it, but they're good.
We're with them, the girls you just let in.
Yeah, the other girls.
Oh my god, they just made this impossible. But conveniently enough, there's inventory coming in at the back. Hannah is getting scarier the more this movie progresses. She's actually the mastermind behind this whole operation.
Now, what exactly is he supposed to be wearing?
A brown jacket with a red tie.
Uh-oh, that's her English teacher. So she puts on the best disguise imaginable, and he actually doesn't suspect a thing. What the frick? To be fair, I don't think he would expect to see one of his students in a whole club.
What would you like?
A chunky monkey.
Isn't that a milkshake?
Yeah, what's the problem? Anyway, she isn't very good at pretending, so she's busted before any progress can be made.
Julie!
That, folks, is the sound of a man's sanity being broken down.
Don't look at me.
But my guy is insanely chill. All she had to do was explain the situation. And ginger ales will fulfill the list. So with that logic, the milkshakes would also count too. See? But mom is still vigilant as heck. Either she's an excellent drunk or a sober body, both of which are equally impressive. So now Julie has to rush back home before her mom calls, but the car is terribly, terribly blocked. What's her solution? Use SpongeBob's skateboard. Oh my. Thanks to a whole lot of conveniences and some pressure I may or may not have felt, she manages to be there when her mom calls. So back on track with the third item on the list. The boxers from Sexy Guy.
I can't do this. Let's go home. We lose.
You are Julie. Great knees, powerful brain.
Imagine being known as the person with great knees. And that guy over there, that's Bob. He has some great knees. Best I've ever seen. Honestly, I'm impressed the Mean Team were playing fair this whole time. So it's about time things get spicy. Oh my god. Anyway, Steve is still at his house, so Julie has to actually hide in the shower. But my boy been obsessed with Julie ever since he saw her 5 minutes ago. He actually looked her up in the school yearbook. My boy is smitten.
Hobbies: hot dogs, skateboarding, and napping.
What, no cheese? I'm disappointed. At least she gets an opening for his boxers. Unconventional, but still an opening.
Hey you! Patrol tech security!
Oh boy. Thankfully, SpongeBob shows up just in time, and he really likes Julie if you couldn't guess yet, so time to be a hero. Or a dum-dum. It's one and the same, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what SpongeBob did, but at least she got the patch while she was at it. Good thing it's Steve Carell and not an actual officer. Oh, never mind. He flattened his tire.
Why do people even have children?
Same thing I'm wondering, to be honest.
They stop for juicers?
Damn, they really thought they had this competition in the bag? So it's a race to see who gets to the finish line first. The high school parking lot. But they tied at the finish line and they tied with the items. So now there's only one thing left to do. A battle to the death.
Banana!
Or a tiebreaker.
First one to get the king or queen's crown at the dance wins.
Wait a minute, is that Brie Larson? Why does she look so different? But in order to get into the dance, you need a ticket, which they don't have.
I know who you are.
You do?
You're out here collecting tickets instead of being inside at the dance. You spend your weekends doing extra credit algebra, and you've never eaten anywhere near the fountain. And in 4 years, I will be you unless I get into that dance.
You go.
I can't believe that worked. But there's trouble over at Mean Girl Hub, cause the same boyfriend who just wanted sexy time is at the dance now, with his girlfriend. of 6 months. The frick?
Cat fight!
I guess he's just a weirdo. The truth finally comes out, as it always does. Stacy is just a regular girl who didn't go down with the dogs. But now the dance competition happens to determine the king and queen. Did I get that right? I zoned out a bit. Somehow SpongeBob dropped the list that Steve picks up to read. Usually if I see a piece of paper on the floor, I just ignore it. You know, like a sane person.
So now I'm staying up all night 'cause I'm trying.
Damn, that was adorable. Frick. Stacy and Spongy surprisingly win the dance contest. So I guess it wasn't for the crowns. It was just a thing.
You want to see a picture of me in a coma?
Okay.
Wait, that actually worked? What the frick? I guess she's a weirdo too. Okay, now it's time to announce the king and queen. And surprise, surprise, Steve won. But this time they get to choose who they want to dance with.
Julie Corky?
Frick. Julie gets the crown, so they win! Yeah! You know, I don't know why my mind went in this direction, but I'd be amazed if she still smelled clean after all that running around and sweating. I really don't control where my mind goes sometimes, it just goes there. But before they get to do tongue antics, she gets that call. Mom is on her way home.
He's gonna wake up tomorrow and realize that I'm just some average little freshman. I had my chance and I missed it.
It really doesn't work like that. At least with guys anyway. They try a plan, but that fails horribly. So now Julie has to find alternative means.
Hi.
No wonder Steve is smitten. That's Barty's daughter. Damn. Come on, we all know they won't get caught. This ain't the parents' movie. Whoopsie, Hannah wasn't here for the summer. She was just here for tonight. What the frick?
This is it. You're really moving.
Damn. But we can't end on a sad note in this movie. It has to be on a creepy one. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, this is the next morning. He couldn't wait like one day, and that's the movie. You know what? It wasn't half bad. Kinda ridiculous? Hell yes. But fun? Also yes. At its core, it's really about two friends who spent most of their lives being background characters deciding to make one night unforgettable. And they definitely did. That's some core memories right there. Okay, sure, the entire plot revolves around a scavenger hunt that apparently determines your social status for the rest of high school. But hey, it was early 2000s, logic was optional. All in all, it was a goofy little ride with surprisingly decent heart, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. If you enjoyed this video, check out another one of mine right here. And let me know in the comments, what's the most movie-like thing you did at a sleepover? Mine definitely wasn't trying out a Ouija board. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Peace!